content warning. Here it is. I'll start out by saying that I am a type 1 diabetic, which there's type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Type 1 is the one that kids get. Like, I got it when I was 10. That sure livens a crowd. Like, let's talk about child onset diseases. Yeah. No, it's, I don't really care, like, if people don't know the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes, because, like, if you don't know somebody that's a diabetic, there's not really much, like, purpose in having knowledge about it. It's like knowing the difference between indica and sativa. See, like, because, like, only the stoners will get that one. Like, if you don't smoke weed, there's, like, no reason to know that there. Since I'm a diabetic, I do try to, like, watch what I eat. There is, like, what I do end up, like, cheating on food. It, like, has to be worth it. Like, I had a cheat night at a Chinese food buffet, which I ate, like, more food than, like, a family of 4 should eat in a week. And I made the mistake of waiting to put my insulin in after I ate instead of before. And then I realized I had no needles left to put my insulin in. So I went out to the parking lot in this Chinese food buffet, and I found this tweaker guy in the parking lot. I was able to bum some needles off of him. And let me tell you guys something. It wasn't the most pleasant process getting those needles. Like, do you know how difficult it is to give a decent blowjob with high blood sugars? It's not easy, because, like, high blood sugars make you, like, really thirsty and, like, have a dry mouth. So I don't think I need to go any further on, like, why that wasn't pleasant. But at least there was bonus meth on the needles. That definitely made the dinner I was having with the Bible study group a lot more enjoyable, because of the meth, not because of the blowjob. Even though I'm sure they would frown, upon both of those. I get anxiety when I, like, order food that I don't know how to pronounce. Like, I was getting Mexican food the other day, and I was like, can I get the fajitas? And I get corrected by I remember I was at Chipotle, so I got corrected by a 16-year-old redhead behind the counter that was like, "It's fajitas, ma'am." Very authentic there. I don't do well with, like, spicy food. Like, my tolerance on spicy food's not too great. Like, I really like Thai food, but I always have to ask them to, like, just white it down a little bit for me, because I can't handle it there. Have you guys ever heard the saying, like, spice things up in the bedroom? Like, when people say, like, spice things up. I think that's a really weird adjective to use, like, when you're talking about sexual stuff. Because, like, I don't know, if anything seems, like, spicy, like, you should probably get that checked out. It's like, okay, this shit's too spicy. Like, bring the gallon of milk in here. I just wrote some new material, so I'm trying to find out where I was at here. I really like online shopping. Like, online shopping is, like, an introvert's, like, best friend. Like, Amazon Prime is just a beautiful thing. I ordered a diabetic bracelet because I'm traveling next week, so I thought, in case I pass out, it might be a good idea to let people know. It has, like, what's wrong with you, like, engraved in the underside of the bracelet there. And while I was looking at the bracelets, I saw this one bracelet that was a diabetic bracelet, and but it was like a charm bracelet with, like, this pink heart that had, like, rhinestones all over it. And I'm pretty sure there was, like, Hello Kitty on there too. And then it just in the middle, it says, like, diabetic. I was like, what's the point in that. Like, no paramedic is going to look at that bracelet and think like, oh, their medical history is probably on this bracelet here. Or it's like if you give it as like a gift, it's like, oh, thank you, like for this very pretty bracelet. It's like, oh, what does it say? Diabetic. Like, I don't know, seemed weird to me. I also, I saw that Amazon sells sex toys, which, have you guys ever like noticed like the like weird like names for sex toys? Like they always have like weird like style names. Like one of them I saw was Dancing Blue Dolphin. And I don't know, it kind of sounds like an STD that you would catch like at a music festival. The other one was Wild Breasting Butterfly, which, like, that's just weird. I don't know, like, just imagine a butterfly thrusting. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right to me. I always, like, whenever I buy things on Amazon, I'll, like, read the reviews. And I'll, like, on my computer, I'll open, like, multiple tabs so I can kind of, like, compare, like, you know, what I'm buying and whatnot. And for those sex toys, I saw this review that was, like, it said, I wrote it down here, the very specific comment. It was like, very pretty, was too big, though. Too big on my daughter. She liked it, though. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, and then I realized that I was looking at the review for the diabetic bracelet. So that made me feel a lot better because I was totally freaked out for a moment. Gold cars make me nervous when I see them driving because like 80% of the time it's always like an old person driving. And like, you know, they're always driving like this, like squinting. It's like, you probably shouldn't be driving anymore. I feel like the only reason they like still make gold cars is like for old people to purchase them. Like they're all like, I want my vehicle the same color as my Social Security check. But I like old people. They always have, you know, some great stories. There's a lot of them that I help at my work, and they're always so nice. And there's this one older lady that was talking to me, and she kept calling me a sweetheart, and like she kept on like repeating it, and I was like, all right, thank you. I don't know why you keep on repeating it though. And then she fell over. And it turns out she wasn't calling me a sweetheart. She was saying something's wrong with my heart. And yeah, it wasn't a great work day that day. I mean, maybe she had like a medical bracelet. She could have like pointed it or something, you know, but yeah, it was sad. How much time do I got left? 1 minute. I'll leave you guys with this. I recently met somebody who waited to have sex until marriage, and it got me to thinking, like, how much would it suck for, like, them to wait, and then they just, like, hate having sex with each other? And, like, I was, like, thinking, I was like, what if they were on, like, their wedding night, and they, like, get undressed for the first time, and the girl's like, what is that? And the guy's just like, oh, you know, it's the way I was born. My testicles are on the top and my penis is on the bottom. Kind of makes like a male meat curtain. Which, by the way, I do not recommend Google searching male meat curtain. Have you Google searched it? No. Well, like, half of the results are like, you know, what you'd expect. And then the other half are like Bed Bath & Beyond ads. They don't really make much sense. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you.
All right, guys, let's keep it going for Kenzie. On deck, we got Michael.